Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is Binky. So, the So Susan bag finally showed up. Yeah, it is like the 21st, I think. I probably won't get this up for a while. I'll probably get it. I hope to get it up. I need to get it up sooner than later so that people can still buy it. But it came really late this month. So unfortunately, a lot of people aren't going to get much use out of this. I know even the last one's like, who cares? I think 2 people watched it. Hey, shout out to you too. I know, there you go. That's okay because I value you here. I do it because I love it, not because I care about views. I really don't. So, though it's kind of like talking to yourself when people don't watch it, but that's okay. I've been known to do that too. So, but that's not why you're here. No, you are here because of the So Susan March 2019 Curate Bag. And here it is. I love this bag. I'm going to flat out say I love this bag. I freaking love it. It's just, if you've been to the Southwest like I have, it just reminds me of the Southwest of the U.S. Oh, go there. Just go there. It is absolutely fantastic. And if you are not from this country, if you come to the U.S., I know everybody goes to San Francisco or L.A. or Florida or New York City, of course. You are missing out on the rest of the U.S., like New England. I mean, even beyond Boston, like the Maine, and I know I could go off into it, which has nothing to do with anything. And everyone's like, seriously, who cares? But the West Coast and the Southwest, you're missing out on so much. The American culture is more than just the main places everyone goes to, but that's what this reminds me of, and that's why I went on this tangent. I just love this bag. I love this bag. I love the fact that they got rid of the sayings on the bags. I don't even like using those old bags because the sayings were kind of like, okay, this doesn't represent me. So I love the fact that the company listened to everyone and just made a simple, beautiful bag. And I love this. When I saw it, because I didn't look at any of these surprises, I was like, oh. Yeah, and that was a true reaction. I wish I had taped it. Okay, maybe it wasn't that crazy, but whatever. So I have not looked at this. I have not opened it. And so here we go. Yay, I love this design, and it is a limited edition bag. So I know I'm looking at it. Spoiler. So supposedly it's worth $100 this month. And so here we go. So I've not opened it. Ooh, they're double wrapping everything. Again, recycle. What does Binky say every time? This could be recycled at your grocery store, and make sure you do it, please. You know, I'm not trying to tell you what to do or be bossy, but we're in this together. Let's save the planet. So, this is the bonus item, the Luna Lights. Jelly Pong Pong. I have a feeling it is yet another highlighter. And here is one of the reasons why I quit ordering from So Susan is I don't need these highlighters. Nobody needs this many highlighters in a lifetime. I'd rather have more lip products than a highlighter. I have oily skin. What am I going to do with this stuff? I think what I could end up doing is putting it in foundation, and I may do that, especially during the summer months. But to be honest with you, I just stop with the highlighters. That's why I quit ordering it. But I know, and some people are like, "Who are you?" You know. But it's just something to be aware of. I think other people have brought it up as an issue too. So, you know, whatever. But this looks like ooh. Looks like it spilled, or it did spill. Yeah, that's not good. So it spilled on the container, so it got crushed apparently, and this is what it looks like. I was wondering what was on my hands. Ooh. So this is what it looks like. Luckily I have a wipey here, so I can put that here. So this is, well, a really beautiful color, but not going to be usable for somebody of my skin tone. You can see there. This is what it looks like. It's a really pretty color, but there's just no way in heck somebody of my skin tone can wear that. And that's okay because it's not about me all the time, and I'm glad that they're putting stuff out there for everybody, basically. The thing is that I almost wish with bags like this that you could do, you know, the coloring. So like I could put porcelain and then they would put products in there. Yeah, it's all over my hands. But at least it dries quickly, so there you go. That's a plus. And it's almost like a powdery finish once it's done. It's interesting. But I wish that this bag would do you know, the different, like porcelain skin versus medium skin tones versus deeper skin tones, because this is just not going to work on somebody of my skin tone. So this I'm going to have to give away. There's just no way. And again, it has this very powdery finish to it, and it does move a little bit though. Even though I put it here, there's still transfer, and that's one of the reasons I really wouldn't use this too much. But somebody did suggest putting it into foundation for a more glowy look, but I want to put less stuff on my face, not more, so I don't know. But this one's just way too dark, but it is a beautiful color. So that is going to be passed off to a friend who will absolutely adore it, or so I hope. The next one looks to be like a lip product of some sort. And I think we got these a couple months ago as the Lip Pantene, and they're metallics. But what I realized with these metallics is that they're friendly metallics. So if you don't like the crazy metallic lip trend, which, you know, has been going on for several years, there's this. And this is in the color Hermit, I think I saw. Yes, it is in the color Hermit. Now, this is not for the the faint of heart, it looks like. It's very much an orangey color. More of a color I'd use in fall, but let's see what this looks like. Oh, actually, that's really interesting. It doesn't really look like it does. So this looks very different than it does on the hand. Yeah, that is very interesting. That is a very interesting color. I almost want to try it on my lips, but I'm wearing this bright color, but you know what? What's the point? No guts, no glory. So let me take this off, and I'm going to go ahead and swatch this for you. What I will say is that ColourPop, this was ColourPop lipstick. It's fantastic. They have a really strong pigmentation, so it's still a little bit on the lips, but I'm not going to complain because it's gorgeous. So yeah, I don't even know what color that was. What If, I think it was. What If. Fantastic. Spring's here. Go out and get it. So this is Hermit, and it does have kind of a weird scent to it. Almost like a metallic scent, which is a little bit odd, but whatever. We will ignore that. Maybe we shouldn't, but we do. And you can definitely smell it. It's a very strong metallic scent. When you put it on your lips, you can really smell that. But that's what it looks like. So it is definitely more, and it doesn't really match this outfit or the look I'm going for. But this is what it looks like. It's interesting because here it looks more orange. On the lips it looks more orange, but in the swatch it looks more reddish. I know, so I don't know what's going on. It's kind of a multi-dimensional kind of lip color. It's just, it's a mystery. Here's the thing, this is the problem that I've had with these before. It pops right off. So if you're moving it around your purse, it drops off. And this was a problem I had with some of their lip products in the past. The packaging is a little bit questionable. You can pop it on there really hard, it's gonna pop right off. So just be wary of that. Be wary of that, and it's already coming apart. So you may want to keep that in a compartment by itself, like wrapped in plastic, because it's going to be an issue. But what I like about this is it is a beautiful metallic. It almost has like a gold shift to it, which is really, really beautiful. I think it's gorgeous. I really do. I don't tend to wear oranges as much, but this is nice, almost like gold coral-y kind of, well, it's not really coral. It shifts to it. It has an interesting shift where it's gold and then coral and then deeper orange. It really is quite complex, and I kind of like this lip color. Yeah, it's really interesting, isn't it? So that is really interesting. It just goes on different colors depending on what you do, but makes it more interesting, doesn't it? So moving on to the next item. So this is Halo on High. Halo we have heard on high. Okay, wrong season. So this is in there really difficult. There. Let's see what this is. With Halo, I'm wondering if it's another highlighter. Ooh. Yeah, this is a powder cream. So this is almost like a highlighter, but there's no way in heck this is going to work on my skin tone. I mean, Ooh, it has that smell. I think this is almost the same color as a highlighter from the last month that came in the quad. I think this is the same color as one of the ones that was in there. So we've gotten, what's interesting is that we have another highlighter. This is the same exact highlighter as last month. It's just a little bit dark, it's a lot darker. And then this is the same color that we got last month in the quad. So it's kind of two duplicates. This is kind of useless to me, so I can't use it unless I used it as a shadow, and I have so many shadows like that I'm going to have to pass that on. It just doesn't, it's not doing me any favors, so a little bit disappointing, but again, we move on. And then lastly, I love the packaging. This is Trifle. The packaging is always so cute that I leave it in there, even though it takes up more room, but it's just so cute. And here it is. The one thing that I do wish, and it used to be, I think it used to be less plastic, but there's a lot of plastic used in these packagings, and I wish they would go, this is where Hippie Binky comes out. I wish that they would go back to the cardboard because it's easier on the planet. The stuff is harder to break down. So I don't necessarily like the aesthetics of the plastic. Besides looking cheap, it's just not good for the universe. So especially if you're going to be cruelty and vegan free, take it that next step and maybe go back to paper products. But that's just me, and some people may not agree. So this is the Fruit Punch, and I would say palette. And it's interesting because it's called the Fruit Punch palette. And when I think of Fruit Punch, you know, I think of bright colors like orange, reds, you know, and it's very fall. So I don't really understand the Fruit Punch aspect of it, but it's definitely unique. I don't know what to think of it, but let me try this. Whoa, they are extremely, that's really interesting. Are these cream? These almost feel creamy. Spongy eyeshadow. So it's spongy eyeshadow palette, whatever that means. There you go. It's very interesting because they're very wet. So when you touch it, it's an extremely wet palette. And what I will say is that these colors are pretty darn vibrant. So it is very unique in that way. The blue, I wish could be punched up just a little bit more. There we go. So that's what it looks like. It's wet. When you touch it, it is wet. I know. Let me say it again. It's wet. It's supposed to be spongy, and you can definitely feel it. It's really interesting. What I will say is that purples sometimes are hard to formulate, and this one's right there. Beautiful yellow, and this blue is just perfect for this time of year. I would wear it under the eye. I just wonder if these dry down a little bit. So we'll test it in a second. We'll let it set. We'll give it a chance. But yeah, that is a very interesting palette. It's very unique. Again, these colors could work in summer for sure. I wasn't sure at first, but no, they definitely could. It is kind of fun. I don't have anything like this, that's for sure. And I think that's it, my friends. Yeah, that is it. So, pulling this up. I don't have a table. I sure don't. This thing's still popping off. Oh. So basically, you have these 4 items. And personally, these 2 I'm going to give away because they just don't really work for me. And these 2 I would definitely keep. Yeah. So what I'm finding is with these bags, because I think I have 4 more months. My friend signed me up for 6 months. So I didn't pay for these, so, you know, can't complain too much. But basically, I'm finding there's a trend. Every month, I'm using 2 items and giving 2 items away. So, you know, but the bag I'm keeping. This is just, oops, switch fingers there. This bag I'm keeping. It's just amazing. So, you know, I already decluttered 2, and I am keeping 2. And I think part of it is, again, the coloring is just off. These are going to be beautiful for those with medium and deeper skin tones, you know, or darker medium to deeper. These are going to be fantastic for you. Fantastic. But for somebody of my skin tone, it just isn't going to work. You know, I'm just way too fair. So I kind of wish that they would split it up into 2 bags or even 3 different bags depending on your skin tone, because it would make things a little bit easier, and then I'd be able to use all the products that I'm getting. But as it is, I'm finding every month I'm only able to use 2 items, and that's been the trend. So let's also check this to see how it's working at this point. Interesting. So these shadows don't really set. Yeah, that's what I'm finding, is that these shadows don't really set. So you may want to try a glitter glue with this and then see if it holds it and then powder it. But, you know, I let it sit for a good minute or two and it's already wiping off. Yeah, so I don't know how you would go through the day using something like that, especially if it's supposed to be for your eyes. It's already wiped off. Especially during the summer, it gets so humid here, so I don't know. Maybe I'll work with it a little bit and see what I can do. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So, yeah, so that is this month's bag. I love this. I think this is fantastic. But yeah, I think there's some definite hits, misses. Again, I haven't used these products. I'm feeling this. This is interesting. You can definitely feel it on your lips. You can definitely feel it on your lips. It's not really drying, but I'm aware of it, and it's really interesting, actually. But I will say it is an absolutely beautiful shade. I don't normally wear colors like this. I'm not really big into oranges, but this is gorgeous. If you are a warm tone person and you like colors like this really is multi-dimensional and quite, you know, just exquisite. So, yeah, and it wipes off really easily, too. There you go. So, yes, that is my review, or opening more so, of the So Susan Curate Bag for March 2019. Let me know what you think. Does this interest you? How did the swatches and the way that it applied, how does that make you feel? I'm curious, because I just feel like I'm being negative, and I'm not trying to be negative in any way, shape, or form. I'm just trying to be honest, and so there you go. So until next month, and today, have a fantastic week, and I'll see you later. Bye.